Yo, so we are back sooner than expected in Storror Parkour Pro. And the reason for that is, well, after I filmed that last video, which was covering like the slide mechanic and being able to jump out of slides, it was pretty much on the same day a new update on the beta branch with even more tricks added, and now it's been pushed to the main branch of the game as well. So yeah, I've got to jump back in and give it a go. So essentially one of the big things is wall slides. You essentially run up to a wall. If you've got both triggers held down, you'll kind of grip onto it, or slide. It's fairly slow. I don't know how long this holds for. Like, could you literally just slide 10 stories? But you also have the ability to jump off as well. If you press A while you've got the triggers held down, and you're pointing backwards, he'll jump off. I don't think he'll do it sideways. Hang on. Let's give it a go. Okay. It has to be like more than this 180-degree angle. So if you see this like line that he's standing on, if you got your stick held behind that, then he should jump backwards. If it's in front of that, he won't really jump. So yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to... Yeah, you notice he doesn't jump. You've got to be fairly diagonal backwards for it to work. But still, it should offer a few different interesting options now. The only other thing I've noticed with it is, if you've got ledges and other things nearby, he'll just end up grabbing. You need like a completely flat surface like this to make it work. Why are the birds so bloody loud? So looking around this part at least, there's so many ledges and different things everywhere that it's kind of difficult to find a big enough wall. I think something like this would work. Hang on. Let's see if we could front flip into it. Yeah. Oh, okay. He will slide after dropping off though, so that's one thing we could do with it. Yeah, so definitely nice to have. It was a bit of an addition, something new we can test out. And of course, just from holding onto the ledge, you have the ability, using the right trigger, and jump and back. You can jump off things as well. We're getting a lot more dynamic, different angles and things we can use, I think. Another thing that has changed is, previously we had tic-tacs that kind of worked. I guess it was best to think about it as like diagonal, like that. You kick off a wall. I'm doing it on a ledge here. But it was kind of like forward momentum for the most part. You couldn't really go backwards from it. Now, if you hold down both triggers, you can do like a kick off backwards sort of tic-tac. You got two styles now, essentially. Which essentially means if we can find somewhere with like two walls are really close together, you can just keep bouncing from wall to wall and go up vertically. I'm not a parkour guy, so I don't know the name of the guy that does that sort of thing. Like, this should be a... I don't know if it'll work here. Okay. He's like grabbing on pretty quick. We get it to work? Oh yeah. So you kind of get the idea. We needed like a more vertical thing that doesn't have any ledges on it. But you can essentially kick off wall to wall, like forwards and backwards, and go up. Which is kind of a nice new addition. Because it gives you a bit more verticality rather than just going down all the time. The only problem is, most areas in this game have ledges and things to grab onto for the most part. So you're going to end up grabbing onto things rather than just jumping from wall to wall, if that makes sense. In a good way, like there's tons of stuff to grab onto, but it also makes it hard to show it off, I think. You know what? It's surprisingly hard to find anywhere with completely smooth walls. I think this might work. I just don't know what's at the bottom. Put a marker down, see what happens. Okay. So, we should be able to just like We've got angry cats. The only problem is getting the angle right is a bit hard. Well, okay, terrible example, but you can see that you can jump from wall to wall. Maybe it only works so far. You can kind of go up a little bit. Also, the interesting thing is you can change direction as well. So you can do like left, right, then this back wall maybe. Swing or whatever. It's kind of options all over the place, really. Anyway, while we look for somewhere good to do that, we also have a Kong front vault. So you hold vault, left trigger, flick modifier, right bumper, and up. Let's see what that does. Ooh, it's nice. Also have a Kong gainer, which is the same but with down on the stick. Sweet. So left trigger, RB. Sweet. While we're at it, we'll let go. See if we can flip down and grab onto a ledge or something. Okay, we've got to try and get that. I don't know if we can actually. Yeah, maybe not. And for the most part, that covers most of the tricks or kind of significant changes. There's lots of like bug fixes and kind of minor performance related things. Overall though, definitely nice to see tricks getting updated. It's like the core mechanics that are being worked on more than like maybe less necessary things. Yeah, the tricky thing with like sticking onto walls and doing those sort of tricks is literally, maybe it's just because of the area. It's so dense and there's so many things to grab onto that he tends to kind of freak out and either jump up or do something you don't expect. Yeah, it's pretty hard to... I guess it makes sense, like he's sliding down a wall, he's not going to have time to slow down or anything. Yeah, it's probably best to just hold on to the ledge like that. They're thinking about it, that's like a ledge grab tic-tac. Like compared to before, we'd grab on and then jump off manually, which was a bit more like slow. As long as you got both triggers held down, it's like a sped up version of it. I guess if he's got a ledge, yeah. Kind of goofing around at the minute. It's kind of added a third direction in. Seems to work alright. Mentioned in the last video, I'm planning on doing one on the construction site. Now we've got the crane teleport available. Definitely going to go back to that. I just thought I'd do a little bit of an update on the tricks, because people are probably going to point out from the last video, like, we got a whole bunch of new stuff added. It's more like a thing to keep other people informed as well, because there's so much going on all the time with these games. It's really hard to like prepare a video in advance, because in the meantime, everything's going to change. You may also get some weird issues with those. Uh-oh. Where you're like, he kicks off the wrong thing. In this case it's okay, but I noticed a few times he was like jumping to the right. Yeah. Or he kicks in a weird way off the front thing and then jumps forward. I don't know. Can be a bit weird. A bit like that. Does feel really good. It's just nice to see the game getting like consistent updates as well. Can never complain about that. It does feel a little smoother compared to when it was first released. It's a pretty good sign for things to come, I think. Yeah, bit of an idea. Don't know if it's going to work. Oh, this was a ledge. I was hoping to hit the wall and slide down it. It's probably going to be pretty hard. Oh, we did get the wall slide. So potentially you got some options for comboing that sort of thing. Try here. I guess he'll grab onto a ledge if he jumps high enough. Also, yeah, don't forget that you can just release on a ledge and slide down. So that's another thing. Just thinking about it, we've got a bit of a wall here. Let's try... I don't know what I'm going to try, to be honest. Okay, so we've got him here. Oh, he's not going to climb down, is he? Okay, yeah, he is. So release... Do the double triggers to slide and see if we can get him to like grab onto a ledge or something. Oh, you got to do it like backwards. That's the only issue. Yeah, you kind of get the idea, right? And slide here again, jump off. Possibilities are endless. You just got to get your head around it all. And on that note, I'll probably leave it there. I'm going to play around with these mechanics a bit more, get a bit more figured out in my brain before like doing a proper video on it. We'll kind of revisit some of these older sections when I was a bit more crap at the game, because I wasn't really taking advantage of a lot of it. There's plenty more we can do, I think. So yeah, definitely go check out the update, and stay tuned for plenty more to come. So I'll see you in the next video.